We're here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed to celebrate 50 years of the World Rally Championship. Today we have 2003 World Champion Peter Solberg driving a car from each era to help us understand how the cars have progressed over the last 50 years. This year marks 50 years of the World Rally Championship, and over the last half century there has been 5 definitive eras, from Group 4 classics up to the modern day hybrid powered monsters. So what better place to come than the Goodwood Festival of Speed's Forest Rally stage designed by the late 1983 World Champion Hannu Mikkola. We've managed to secure an iconic car from each era to put through their paces by 2003 World Champion Peter Solberg himself. Making his WRC debut in 1998, Solberg has driven for Ford, Subaru and Volkswagen factory teams. With 190 WRC starts, 459 stage wins and 13 victories, the flamboyant Norwegian's crowning glory came in 2003, when he and co-driver Phil Mills won the world title. So he should know a thing or two when it comes to WRC cars. So let's get started with this. Alpine won the first WRC manufacturer's title with the A110 in the inaugural 1973 season. This rear-wheel drive Group 4 car, producing 125 horsepower, won 6 WRC rallies that season. The A110 could be seen on rallies competing against the likes of the iconic Lancia Stratos up until 1978. This particular car was driven by Jean-Pierre Nicolas and former FIA President Jean Todt to victory at the TAP Rally in 1971. But enough talk, let's see the car speak for itself.
Unbelievable! This is hard work. The engine goes really nice on it. If this was a WRC car earlier days, I don't know what to say. What impresses me with the car is the front turn-in.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and what about the gearbox? Because it's not easy, is it, that gearbox?
No, but I think this is a little bit more of a lubrication, because I think it's a friction on the top of it, you know?
Okay.
But it is old car, and I think with this feeling to have time earlier days more to change gear than what we normally are used to, you know? I think this is okay, you know?
Oh, great.
I didn't jump.
You didn't jump?
No, I didn't do the jump.
Good man.
I didn't want to.
That's not normal Petter, that.
No, I know, but we are here for a different reason, you know?
Thank you so much.
Right, that's Group 4 ticked off. Group 4 kicked off WRC as we know it, but by the 1980s the infamous Group B era had begun, spawning fire-breathing monsters such as this. The 450 horsepower mid-engined naturally aspirated pocket rocket was British Leyland's answer to the legendary turbocharged Audi Quattro, Peugeot 205 T16 and Lancia's 037 and Delta S4. While the four-wheel drive 6R4 wasn't the most successful, it arrived on the scene just 1 year before the FIA scrapped the Group B rules due to escalating speeds. Usually piloted by Tony Pond or Malcolm Wilson, Pond scored its best result of third at the RAC Rally in 1985. Our example was driven by Pond in Portugal in 1986, and its unique sound and look has made it a WRC icon.
feels very good. Yeah. Very easy to drive. Yeah. That was good. That's very good. You see the generations now is coming better and better, you know. What an engine. Really nice engine.
After a quick debrief, Petter suggests the 6R4 could have been more successful had Group B continued longer before the FIA introduced Group A regulations in 1987. Now, moving on to Group A. Next up, we have this. For many, the Subaru Impreza is the ultimate WRC car. Bursting onto the scene in 1993, the 300 horsepower Impreza, developed by ProDrive, claimed a podium on debut in Finland and would go on to become a rally icon. Perhaps its most famous moment was in 1995 when Colin McRae triumphed in a heated duel with teammate Carlos Sainz to become Britain's first rally world champion. So, we had a bit of an issue there. Luckily, it was only a minor electrical fault, something easily fixed with only minimal time loss.
It was a second corner, you know, you have the left, and it came over the right, and then died. It's two corners.
But to complete the Group A story, we needed another car. Step forward BGM Sport, who graciously handed Petter the keys to this. The Legacy, the older brother of the Impreza, was Subaru's first foray in Group A, and the car that helped provide the springboard for Colin McRae, with this car being driven by McRae in 1992. The car, developed by ProDrive, made its WRC debut in 1990, but it wasn't until 1993, running in the blue and yellow colours that would become synonymous with the brand, that it scored its first and only WRC victory in New Zealand.
After you come out, you have to do like this, you know, yeah!
Just awesome.
Yeah. You could hear it popping and banging going round.
He says that's the strongest engine he's felt in a while.
It's very good engine.
38mm.
This felt like more like my Toyota Celica back home.
Yeah.
Thank you for borrowing your car.
Thank you for bringing it back.
Right, Group A done. As the 1990s drew to a close, the 2-litre turbocharged WRC era was born. Running from 1997 to the bonkers cars from 2017 to 2021, this era attracted several manufacturers, all desperate to prove themselves, including Skoda, who in 1999 brought along this. Up against the likes of Subaru, Mitsubishi, Toyota, Ford, Citroën, Peugeot, Seat and Hyundai, it made its debut in 1999 before the shorter wheelbase Fabia took over towards the end of 2003. Armin Schwartz scored the Octavia's only podium with a run to third at the 2001 Safari Rally. The Octavia wasn't the most successful car, but it did develop a real cult following.
Different car again. Oh,
Find the car.
yeah, but hey, thank you very much.
No,
again.
thank you.
I was,
Well done.
you
Put a
did.
smile on my face anyway.
yeah. Yeah, but we had a clean, nice run.
Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Superb. Plenty of air. And I like the sound of the anti-lag all the time banging away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But the engine is very strong.
yeah, it's quite fresh. But
Gearbox is good.
Yeah. Steering's heavy.
Steering is that can maybe just be the pump now fine tuning, you know. But
Right,
it's
yeah.
not.
Not light.
It's a noise, you know.
Yeah.
So, but there was no problem like we drove now, you know.
No,
But I think if you're coming in and you have to do quick,
Yeah.
I don't think the hydraulic will be quick enough
Right,
to
to
do it.
react as fast. Yeah, quite.
Maybe check the pump here.
Yeah, so you've got a crappy old tires as well.
Yeah.
I reckon they've done more wear in one run than I have in 5 years.
Okay, that's a past ticked off, now for the modern era. To bring things up to date, Toyota kindly provided us with this. In 2022, the WRC introduced hybrid power and 100% sustainable fuel through its Rally 1 regulations. The current Rally 1 cars feature a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine married to a 100 kilowatt spec hybrid unit. Capable of producing a mesmerising 500 horsepower in short bursts, Toyota has proven to be the team to beat, winning a driver's and manufacturer's title double last year as Kalle Rovanperä eclipsed Colin McRae to become the youngest ever world champion. To help Petter experience the car to its full capacity, Toyota team principal and Solberg's former teammate Jari-Matti jumped into the driving seat. So Petter, we're celebrating 50 years of the WRC this year. We've had a special outing for you today with Autosport, driving a car from each era. What was it like? What was the day like?
Well, first of all, I must say I have to thank everyone that came with the cars to give us this, and organizing what you have done. It's been really good. And when you came with this idea of doing this thing, I was actually hooked. Because it's the passion for history of rallying and also the future that goes on and what's happening over all these years. It's been incredible. And I had a blast the whole day, to be honest with you, to driving all these different type of cars. It's emotional.
Any highlights that sort of stick out? Maybe the Metro? Or?
For sure, the Renault was incredible car, really nice to drive. But of course, I can say the Subaru was good also. It was really good fun to play with. But the MG Metro, I must say, had, the size of the car, the drivability of the engine, nimble and powerful, missing power steering. And I think that was maybe one of the coolest things today.
But you've experienced all the eras, even the up-to-date Rally 1. What is that like?
The Rally 1 it's so advanced and high technology and forward. When I came with the Yaris, and thanks to also to Toyota to come with this car for us to be a part of experience this. It's the traction and the suspension. It's like sitting in the sofa back home. Yaris drove amazing, and you feel the hybrid system kicking in. So I mean it's so different in many ways, but we see that the technology goes forward. The world is going forward. So I think the future have a lot of interesting things to be into motorsport and promote the technologies that's actually on the way in the future.
But the 50 years of the WRC, we've seen a lot. You've experienced it all today. What can you say about the history of the championship? I mean, as a passionate rally man like yourself, you must be impressed with how it's progressed over the 50 years.
For sure, I think many of us are impressed, and I think the respect of rallying, it's a very tough and hard sport in extreme conditions. So the cars are built, to drive in Safari Rally to Monte Carlo in mud and rain and tarmac. It's so wide spectrum how this car's gonna work. So, and that's the thing, with this new fast cars, to be reliable in this speed. Like for example, we saw in Safari Rally, it's incredible. Impressive things is maybe the suspension part, of comfort from the Renault Alpine to older generation until almost sitting in the sofa basically. But still we want more suspension travel. So it doesn't matter how comfortable it is, so but all this together with the tire technology, you have to also change the chassis setup and dampers also. So it's many parameters that goes into each other before you can do anything.
So has it tempted you to come out of retirement? Can we see you back?
Well, if it was a power steering on an MG Metro, for sure. But anyway, I think the future is the young drivers, and I think the older drivers like myself and many others, we have to take care of the sport and promote and help, to be a part of building up also the young drivers for the future. And we take care of the older generation of fans that is already there. And I think this combination together, the future can have a very exciting and potential future.
Thanks, Petter, for joining us on this journey. It's been really a pleasure to see the history of the WRC progress.
And again, I have to say thank you to you, but also to everyone that come with the cars, that given us this story that we can share with all the people. So a big clap for all the people who have borrowed the cars to us. I took care of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, right.
Yeah. Except one. I couldn't say that.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, we've got our special 50 years of WRC edition of Autosport magazine coming out on August 24th, including more of Petter's insights on his walk through history as well as a host of features heading to autosport.com later on. Thanks again.